Good morning, yat in the Shnidoli. Ado Sheini Shedechi, Gloria Chiquito, and I'm the chapter manager from Ojo Encino Chapter. Ado Nakaidanan Shlom, but Anibashchin, Ashi, the Shanaldo, Tanapili, the Shache, Oda Stanin Shle, Ado in the Co, a teen by Yati, a teen by Yati, or Yona Ishnado. It's a sensitive issue in Disney. Hala anil ko ebekat nilti. Nihi ohodi. We have 474 in 474. Eye go ebe inahoti. And we had numerous meeting in that BIA, even New Mexico legislatures and Hilyanda Kaho. Nahashish, and that highway, it was built by the county, Sandoval County. There's a lot of potholes. Everybody's dodging each other. Helan hikado lwal. Johot no hot hina iltao. I've been there 14 years. And the bayati o oholjish. Dohit ada alchineta. From BIA in that ilketahat road. But you know what? When Ojo chapter grader goes on that road, BIA or in that say shishatin. Abakana nahi what that ni. So Heshain hikado walko. And deep potholes, we finally we decided to purchase some Home Depot on dahanila. John Lee or patch and dal inigi. We purchased a bunch of those 12,000 bigaho dahalni with the help of Torion Auto Comb mining aqua, Adon Hika jail. We tried to patch those potholes. A patch and daily in Holdisha. It just got worse. You know, I even have ladies out there that are patching these potholes with dirt. So what are in here does teen. And I always say that. Arizona, if you're going to go from Winter Rock, from here, Route 9, into Winter Rock, all the way to Flagstaff, what do you see? A pavement across, you can get across. Kojosha, Ani, land status by Yadalti. Kaya Taden Tadosanel. So, Yego Inan a teen but not initial. And BLM ani hot yokea yasa hot not do. So hot ian hindi trahonda as teen. And if you come from 550 off of that old 44 store to Pentada, Alnido na ikodona Lej County G. So to complete the dalyada, it's all because of land status. What on hilnahaz are they probably tada de shall ilward in 46? At then hadashi ablade hol yande, put on hinda as teen. Dilto meeting set up a yahat ninigi. Yesterday by 11 o'clock inda we got a memo. Saying that you need to put documents together. And so last night I stayed up until 11 o'clock trying to do something with it. So I took some pictures. I had some pictures. And hihinnelgo la hilkido ishla. So did in hinda as teen. Yego eya kodoshin nai sam ya hatzi oil field workers. You guys all know that it boomed how many years ago? Dago oil field workers in Naskai. I mean, they really tore that road up. And we have elderly drivers that are traveling on the road at Denbasan. You know, many times I had to jump off my truck and stop some of those semis just to have this one elderly pass by. She was stuck in the mud. So that kind of made me mad, and I had to have that guy help the individual person to get him out. So the a teen yego eya basa agao, and it needs a lot of improvement. Lay patchy corner going up in 46, the end of the pay Vicky cattle guard le sa antan to oshlish to stage be has yoleo oh. So livestock goes in and out, they cross, and that is a danger to our road. Ordering the in 474 to the junction the then Hatanshia blade at the whole yande, and we had a dam right there before you get to the junction. Kot Ada, the wash almost washed through, and I call NDOT, I call BIA, and NDOT said a BIA batin, a maintain ya halya. So I called NDOT, got with Lester, and they came out. We took a look at it. It's interesting to know that. So they didn't know where to get the dirt. BIA art at general and they la adi. Yego 80,000 even a vehicle couldn't even cross. So APIA hashin tsoko egin nashnish auto anido the culverts by a tea there was about 6 or 8, 12 that's along the road here now they add a repair in the lot too. So at 2 they skipped 2 of them. Auto change the lada. So hot BIA engineer but the shieldness. She hut ba honi z arin da beso do sato bahata do do bahata no tan hit it no about 3 years ago. That's chapter bond e, and I was surprised to hear that state do the beso but that inokate and hit it no da. And the problem I have with that one is I'm not an engineer. Shito shilpazen the hit ati do listo haibe what on niligi do ilito shilpazen da. So that's why I reached out to Ita Priscilla. I went to her up in the Indot di Tabenito di Bania Kwashika deal what the state funny gi basically by dish kilbit. So she was able to help us and get a cost estimate done. So for the past 3 years, been yen nasos to New Mexico State jago ajo basic inch kedo. To this day, I thought nilta. It's a large amount undashadetni. Na don't nilni undashadetni. And then I also Larry Joe Dobnish New Mexico Transportation, but Nakal net dotha baso unique from the feds. Ako sto hashin sobel and that's nish. And the project beta no, you had to go through a step la. So endi doshel bars and then they as I'm going. Out of grants, I don't remember the gentleman's name, Mike or somebody. Today plan the project and yena in Zambe that no, I didn't know how to work, do the paperwork. So nashne, and I was assigned March as a planner. Ako March, ebit nashne, email this, then. Although I just finally told the gentleman, I don't know, because there's some measurements that I don't even know. And they've been nachiko. Don't worry about it, Gloria. I'll take care of it, Shadotni. So is submit. And another problem that I have with INDOT is if you need road blading, snow removal, that don't no report, they indicate that we do a request through your system. And I always has said this too. On lady, dinda kandi, honan hitishni. The website, what's the purpose of that? If you're making a request, I submit it. We'll respond within 48 hours, honey. At 10. I have a problem with that. So don't hit something simple, email back to us. Hey, we got your email. Okay. So I have a problem with that on your website. So if you're not going to use it as a tool, why post it up there? So auto 15 miles, I do have 3 of them. 471, that's a BIA. Auto 474, BIA. 47B, BIA, BIA maintain road. And then we also have a grader at the chapter. If they need blading in council area, we do go blade the roads for them as well. So, and he operator, I have at least about 4 operator in my area because they're all retiree from the Sandoval County Road Department. Retired. So I'm very thankful for those individuals. So I know in 474, the end of the patchy corner, pave it no. So I think we're looking at least 4 or 5 miles. So thanks for the update on those. So I need to share these pictures with I don't know who. So
Okay.
Thank you, and I can take that. And then we'll get that to Mr. Pacheco.
On the late notice, we had information sent out 3-4 weeks ago. But one of the things that we just set up a distribution list. IT Evans and them set up a distribution thing for all the chapter emails. But what I've asked planning at one of these meetings is, I'd like each chapter to designate 2 people that can be a point of contact. Yeah. So if you can get together with planning on those, so when we create a distribution list, we'll send it to the chapter email and then the first and second person that you get, so we know that we're communicating with those. And the other one is, if you're not getting any responses, I had my card handed out to you guys. Email me and I'll follow up on it myself. Okay. We do agree that we need to work on improving communications with the chapters, so we are trying to work on that. We're trying to create mechanisms where if a request comes in, there's a process to follow up on it to make sure it was done. So that's something that we heard loud and clear during these. I'll go on ahead and let Leanne respond to some of those, and then Mr. Peterman, and that should answer hopefully some of your questions. Okay.
So we do have your regional routes, and once we do the assessment, like I was saying with the other chapters, we send it over to the roads department, and then roads department comes up with their quarterly schedule on when they can get out there and maintain. So with the paved routes, roads that are paved, that's the whole intent for our long-range transportation plan. That one you can find on our website. The intent is to get people, our communities, from western to eastern, or from northern to Fort Defiance, or from central over to eastern. That's the intent on that long-range transportation plan. With the website, like Mr. Patero was saying, there's going to be a lot more information and a lot more communication, because a lot of people do get with us and saying that what routes are being graded, what do the other chapters have for their regional routes. And we always stress to chapters to get together with your neighboring chapters and create your regional routes, like maybe Ojo Encino and Torreon could get together, or Counselor with, let's see, Pueblo Pintado. I'm trying to remember the map here. Vicente with Crown Point. Thank you. And let's see, but other neighboring chapters, you guys can maybe in one chapter do 5 miles and then have the operator continue on that route and do another 5 miles into the other chapter. So it benefits your community, where we're not up there picking up our blading and saying, okay, well, the chapter didn't want this route, so let's go to the next one. So it does benefit the chapter to hook up with your neighboring chapters and strategize on your regional routes. Because once that we put that ADT count out there, and you have those connecting routes, those ADTs will go up. Your ADTs go up. This is where that benefit of the strategy of surface types. This is what we call surface types. Will increase. So thank you.
That 474 from State Road 197 going north, it's kind of a nobody's road. We think, we've done a lot of research on it, we think it was built by BLM many, many years ago. And then at some point they just kind of abandoned it. Then everybody says it's NDOT road, but it's not. I don't think it is. It's not Sandoval County Road either. So it's kind of a nobody's road. 2 years ago, we provided $440,000 to Sandoval County. Mark Kaltenberger and his crew went out there. They were able to do some patching with $440,000, but that wasn't a lot of money. They did what they could. This year, Sandoval County, I think they got $1.2 million from New Mexico Indian Affairs Department, NMIAD funds. So they're going to go out there and they're going to mill that first mile and a half. They're going to go ahead and mill it, and then they're going to use that fund to pave that first mile and a half. So that'll be coming on 474. N46, we look at N46. I've been out there. I spent a lot of time at N46 from Pueblo Pintado all the way to 550. Those gas lines, the oil and gas, they're right there. Those black pipes, sometimes you can see them sticking out of the ground. There's some on this side too, and in there, and all we can do is flat blade and keep going down, because those oil and gas, You know, there's been a lot of talk about how come the oil and gas industry, they're out there, they're making a lot of money. How come they're not helping us work on our roads? Cornfield Road. Who owns Cornfield Road? Oil and gas will be maintaining that one too, because they're the one that built it out there for them. Now communities are using it. Here, the burden's falling on NDOT. How come you don't blade that road? How come you don't maintain it? You know, it's really not our road too. And it's kind of complicated out there, even because of the checkerboard and everything else going on. I look at 46 right there by 550 coming down. There's that wash, and man, that's really bad. I want to go fix that. But you know what? That's state land. I can't go on state land to fix that. See, it's real complicated out there. All this checkerboard and everything else going on out there.